Myself Niyati Chauhan, Assistant Professor at LG Institute of Engineering and Technology, Department of Instrumentation and Control. Our subject is Industrial Data Communication and Distributed Control System. Chapter 2, DCS Basic Packages. Topic, Local Control Units. We know that in DCS configuration, we have discussed local control units. In last lecture, I have discussed dedicated card controllers, unit operations controller, local multiplexers, remote stations. In today's session, I will discuss super communication and sub communication and 6 power supplies. Then input output and controller file. So first I discuss about relay rack mounted equipment, that is control unit. In last lecture we have discussed about relay rack mounted equipment. So let's see some revision points of this topic. The central processor and other electronics of the distributed control system is usually mounted on relay rack in a room adjacent to the control room. The racks are most often in general purpose cabinet. Although sometimes NEMA 12 cabinets are also used. The electronics so housed include the power supplies, the input-output cards, multiplexers, and the computation-related electronics. Next, our topic is power supplies. So here you can see in diagram, in DCS, we are mounted power supply in form of rack. Okay. So power supply through all devices are running in our DCS. Frequently used values are 5 volt DC and 12 volt DC. The system power supply is commonly 24 volt DC. Okay. So in DCS, generally we are using 5 volt and 12 volt DC supply. Sometimes commonly we are using 24 volt DC. In 16 ampere or 20 ampere module. Okay. So current capacity of supply, that is 16 ampere, and sometimes we take 20 ampere. So here you can see in diagram, right? So supply also mounted on relay rack, right? That is one type of control unit, and sometimes we told that is a panel. Next is input output. Input and output terminations are made at terminals that are either part of electronics mounting frame or on separate terminal board. So here input and output terminals we are mounting on electronics frame, right? And also sometimes we are mounting in panel. So here input and output can be defined according to our process. Connections are usually made from the front of the cabinet. Analog input and output signals will usually be carried on shielded or twisted pair of copper wire. The controller files operate almost universally on 1 to 5 volt signals. So the most common input is 4 to 20 milliampere current signal. Developing a 1 to 5 volt input across a 250 ohm resistor mounted on the input terminal board. So here generally we are using 1 to 5 volt signal and most common input, that is 4 to 20 milliampere. So for 4 to 20 milliampere signal we are connect 250 ohm resistor across the 1 to 5 volt supply. Separate terminal boards may also be supplied for digital input and output signals. A DC input signal or a rectified AC input signal cause light emitting diode in the isolating relay will be energized. Okay. So for DC input supply, right, we are also use rectifier, and rectifier through our LED will be glow, and then after our relay will be also energized. A photoelectric device energized from the LED actuates a transistor in transistor logic TTL input circuitry to signal a digital input. So here as a digital input we can also use TTL. A digital output signal is similarly isolated to actuate a transistor drive circuit for DC outputs or a triac or a AC outputs. So here we use digital output and also we can use analog output, right? So here we can use digital input and also we can use AC output. So digital output signal similarly isolated to actuate a transistor drive and DC output or a triac or a AC output. Okay. This solid state relay from which the output is generated function like a dry contact, and the output must be powered from a separate power source. So for input output we can also use solid state relay from which the output is generated function like dry contact, right? We know that relay has a dry contact and output must be powered from a separate power source. So in DCS configuration we have discussed power supplies and input output, right? And in next session I will discuss about super communication and sub communication. Sometimes in GTU question can be asked, explain local control unit. Okay. If this question asked in 7 marks, then you have to write down all points. Okay. And if this question asked in 3 to 4 marks, then you can explain any 4 parts of local control unit. Thank you for watching video. If you have any query in this topic, then you can ask me. Thank you for watching video.